If you think that the practice of law is an easy way to make a lot of money, you're going to be very sorely disappointed. Because make no mistake about it, there is nothing easy about the practice of law. The practice of law is not a 9-to-5 job. In fact, it is not a job at all. It is a way of life. This is not to say that you cannot make a lot of money in the practice of law. One most certainly can. But that is a byproduct of dedicating your whole being to the representation of your clients and knowing that you did all you could, whatever the result, that is a true measure of success. For none of us are always victorious. There is an old saying among trial lawyers that the only lawyer who never lost a case is the one who never tried one. Even the great Clarence Darrow, the great Max Stoyer, the great Francis Wellman and William Davis all lost cases. I recently concluded a very successful trial in terms of the end result in Queens County in New York City. Well, the jury was out before the verdict had been returned. My client came up to me and he hugged me. And he said to me, you know, I know how hard you worked. I know you put every bit of energy you have into this case. Whatever happens, I'm grateful to you. To me, that is success. I want to read you a letter I received last year from a client in a medical malpractice case. And it's not to be self-laudatory, it's only to explain to you what your effort and dedication means to those that you represent. And it says, Dear Tony, this is a fan letter. You are super. You so brilliantly guided me through my own deposition, and now I've read through your deposition with the doctor. You're really a master, so smart, so focused, so compelling. I'm bursting with respect and admiration for you. Thank you for everything. To me, that is success. Unfortunately, all too many lawyers lose sight of the fact that they are in a service profession. And by virtue of the degree you will soon receive, each of you will have the opportunity to do service. And I don't mean just pro bono work, which you all should get involved in. When you represent a client, you're serving that client's interests. When you are working on a case, remember, it is not your case. It's your client's case, in whose best interest you must always act to obtain a successful result, which might not necessarily be successful for you financially. Every 5 years or so in New York, there are investigations of personal injury lawyers. These take place involving phony witnesses, kickbacks to insurance agents, falsified evidence, and the like, and well-deserved disbarments follow. These lawyers have forgotten, if they ever knew, what the practice of law is all about. At some point in time, they cross the line, and once you do that, I want you to know, you can never go back. At some point in time, some of you may be tempted to cross that line, slant the witness's testimony a little bit, lose an important document. Millions of dollars may be at stake. You're going to forget most of what I've said here today. Remember this, never, ever give in to that temptation. Never, ever cross that line, because I assure you, you cross it once and you're doomed. You can never come back. If you remember what the practice of law is all about, that it's about serving your client's interests, and if you come to love the law, as I have come to love the law, you will never cross that line, because there will never be a reason to, no matter the sum of money involved. Cooley Law School has given us all the opportunity to be lawyers, good lawyers. Dean Mulligan, in another speech regarding law school admissions, given some 35 years ago, while he was still dean at Fordham, said this: maybe the summa cum laude Eagle Scout, whose aptitude is near genius, will never want to represent clients who are in trouble and need help. College transcripts cannot always indicate motivation or inspiration. Testing procedures cannot measure the qualities of heart and spirit essential to the lawyer. I believe he was right, for it is motivation, inspiration, heart, and spirit, and a deep and abiding love for the law, which are found in all successful lawyers, those that I know at least. In closing, and I promise my fellow members of the